Hey everybody. Um, Today I just want to get you guys to think because everybody's prepared. They've got food stash. They got they're prepping food. They're prepping medical. They're prepping water. They got a homestead. Um, but what happens if something happens and you have to leave? Say we're in a SHTF situation, EMP, economic collapse. Name what you want to name, and another disaster strikes. Let it be somebody starting a fire and you're in the city and it's burning neighborhood after neighborhood down, or if you're out, it's a big forest fire heading your way. Say a tornado comes through and just totally devastates the area you're in. Um, Anything like that. And you have to grab what you can grab and take off. Not being able to go back to your home or your bug out location because it's just totally wiped out, it's totally destroyed, and you have just what you can carry on you. Have any of you guys thought about that happening? I get guys on here and people, they're I've got 4 or 5 years of food, and I got water, and I've got a homestead with animals and this and that. That is great. I'm not great. I wish I had that. But what happens if you lose it? You have to leave it. You can't take it all with you. Only thing you can take is what's on your back and you can carry. How are you going? Will you have the tools and the gear to help you establish shelter? You know, be able to provide meals for your family by hunting, by fishing, by trapping. A lot of guys get all these electronic stuff, solar power this, solar power lights, that is all crap in a SHTF situation. You're just wasting space with all that crap. You know, Little fold up solar panels put in your bug out bag, I would throw that away and I would put me some snare wire in there or some fishing hooks and line and sinkers because I'd much rather have food than a solar panel recharging, you know. But that's what I'm trying to get at. Are you guys, everybody's set at home or in their bug out location, and shit, this wind's picking up. But do you have the right gear in your um, bug out bag to basically start from scratch? I mean, just completely start all over again. Out in the woods or out in the desert or out in a swamp, wherever you guys may be, where you'll have to start all over. You're not going to have your food supply. You're not going to have your medical and your water source and stuff like that. I am constantly going through my bug out bag, changing stuff out, just for that situation there, in case I have to leave and I have to throw my bug out bag on my back and the kids and the wife, and we just haul ass away. I mean, now there are going to be some Rambos that are going to comment, well, I've got an inch bag and it's my never coming home bag. I can live out of that for years out in the woods. Yeah, okay. I like to see that happen. But these ain't for those type of people. A nuclear bomb can go off 10 miles away from them and they're going to be out there in their surplus bought uniform and their $5,000 semi-automatic assault rifle, thinking they're going to be He-Man. They're going to outlive. They're going to just live through a nuclear blast. That's that type of person, and they don't have a lot of common sense. We people with common sense will be picking through their gear as the buzzards eats their flesh off their body because they're dead, because they're useless. They'll be the first ones to die, along with the trolls. But what I'm trying to get at, say you can't put everything in your in your vehicle, or if you did and you hit roadblocks, the roads are completely shut down, you can't go, and you got to keep moving in order to get to safety, and you just have to have what you can carry on you. You would have to, have like either a shopping cart for extra um, supplies you can push or pull, a wagon, a garden cart, something you would have to have, be able to put extra gear in to get to safety. Um, because for me, it's going to be real hard to carry enough supplies in my bug out bag to really make it through that, because it's going to be hard without having, restock, even if you know how to, know your wild edibles. That's a thing you're going to have to know. But it's going to be hard because it could happen in the dead of winter and there's not a lot of wild edibles. You're going to have a good shelter. Do you have enough supplies in your bug out bag in order to build a good shelter to keep you warm and keep you dry? Do you have multiple ways in your bug out bag to start fires? I'm not going to sit there and wear my fingers out trying to use a ferro rod to start a fire. That's what God gave man common sense to invent: lighters and matches. I'm going to have a crap load of lighters and matches in my bug out bag so I don't have to sit there and fiddle with a damn ferro rod. That's just me. Yes, I have a ferro rod in my bug out bag for emergencies, but as long as I got lighters and matches, I'm going to use them. But, like I said, do you have enough in there? I watch a lot of these bug out bag videos, and they just got wild, crazy crap in there. I mean, it's mind blowing the stuff they put in there, and it's going to be useless in an SHTF situation when you're trying to survive. It's I don't know. It's wild to watch some of these videos, but if like I said, if something happened, we're in a SHTF situation, and you had to just leave real quick. It was a life and death situation, and if you stayed, you die. Now I'm gonna have guys saying, "Well, I got stashes here and stashes there." All your stashes are gone. It's you can't get to them. It's gone. You just have to have what's on your back, or what you carry, or push, or pull, whatever in a cart. Would you have enough resources, enough supplies to go out into the desert, or out into the forest, or out into the swamp and start over? Me, that's why I'm constantly changing my bug out bag out. I'm constantly taking stuff away, adding a little bit of extra stuff. Like I put garden seeds in there just for that. You know, if it happened, that situation, if I got to where I can establish a bug out location, I could start a little garden after things settle down. Um, I've got plenty of snares. But like I said, snares, after one or two uses, they're useless because they get all bent up, twisted up, and you can't reuse them. So you're going to have more snare wire to replace the ones you've had. Um, Fishing hooks, sinkers, you're going to have rope. Me, I put some nails into my bug out bag. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier weight, but I can make a stronger shelter out of using nails and my hatchet to hammer them in than I can sitting there tying and tying and tying and tying and tying and you wasting all that cordage. I just throw some nails in there. And but that's my point. Or have you guys thought about it? Um, is your bug out bag ready for that situation? Where you have to leave your home and you have to go out and survive. It might be a month or two until a trading system gets in order, or you can find stuff to help make your life easier by scavenging. Sorry, couldn't think of the word. But a lot of people, I don't think about that. They think, okay, I'm secure, I'm safe, I'm gonna have it here at the home, and they don't realize and they don't think about what if I have to leave it all behind. That people don't think about it. You don't think about, okay, I'm gonna be out there and I got my life straw. That that life straw could break, you could lose it, and how are you gonna do your water? I've got like 2 or 3 ways to boil water, different containers to boil water to cook in. A lot of people don't think that. They think they just take a cup or something like that, and they'll be okay. But have you guys really sat down and thought about if you had to leave your home immediately, what all would you need in your bug out bag? And it would be minimum that you could carry, because I'm telling you, 50 pounds and you walking, that's going to wear your butt slap out. I hear a lot of guys, they want to keep their bug out between 10 and 20 pounds. What kind of gear can you carry in that and be able to survive on? I mean, you're going to have to get the frontiersman's mindset, the mountain man mindset, in order to make it through something like that, because we're going to be in a SHTF situation on top of a disaster where you've lost everything. Now, how screwed up will that be? And it can happen. People don't think about that. They think, okay, in SHTF, that's all that could happen. You could turn around, tornado could come through, a hurricane could come through if you're in the coastal areas and just wipe you slap out. Wildfires, because there's not going to be no EMTs. There's not going to be no firefighters around in an SHTF situation. There's not going to be no National Guard coming in to help fight fires or to help the flood victims or anything like that. We're going to be on our own. So let me know what you guys think. Have you guys thought about it? Have you prepared for it, or have you not prepared for it? Have you not thought about that? Um, just let me know in the comments below. And if you guys haven't thought about it, go through your bug out bag and think, okay, SHTF situation has happened, plus a disaster, wildfire, flood, a tornado has wiped us out, and we've lost everything, and we're going to have to depend on our bug out bags to make it through. So what would you guys put? What would you take away from your bug out bag? What would you change out? So I hope it helped. Just get thinking on that. And sorry this video is long, but I'm trying to cram everything in a short amount of time. But let me know what you think. And everybody be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.